Hello. Hello, you beautiful soul. So, I had a very specific message today. Okay, this is not for everybody, so take what resonates, really. But this message today is for somebody who was struggling with stepping into their villain energy, is what I was hearing. Like that villain era of your life where you are showing up differently. Okay. And Spirit was saying that this message is for somebody who has been a people pleaser, right? Like maybe you are a recovering people pleaser and you're finding it to be difficult to stand up for yourself in some areas. Maybe it's easier, Spirit's saying maybe it's easier in some areas of your life and you're finding it to be more difficult in others, right? And this is just fear, shame, guilt programming, right? Because Spirit's reminding me of my own experience, and I'll get to that. But whenever you are such a heavy people pleaser, people expect you, right? People in your life that you know, probably people that have watched you grow up your whole life or that you've known for a large piece, they watched you lack boundaries and, you know, maybe let people walk all over you or take things, not stand up for yourself, really. Just not stand up for yourself. And it's not that you weren't brave, right? This message for whoever this is for, like you are so brave. You didn't lack in that area. But for some reason it wasn't applied to yourself, right? Like I'm getting this energy like you are the type of person where you can stand up for a stranger or a teammate or a family member or a partner, whatever, no problem, right? Like you are brave. But for some reason in your experience you were still a people pleaser. And you just possibly had a difficult time applying that same stuff to yourself, right? And that's the beauty in the self-love journey and the spiritual awakening is that you find this love for yourself, right? You learn where you could improve, where you could love yourself better, show yourself more respect, and this experience more respect. So the energy I was getting was like someone who has been existing primarily in their light energy. Like maybe you started out on the spiritual journey and you're like, love and light, it's all love and light. And, suppressed your shadow. And then you probably have found within this last year or even less than all of these things are coming up, right? And your shadow and the work that needed to be done could not be ignored any longer, right? So you went to hell, you faced your demons, and you made friends with the dark side, right? And some of us kind of flip, and that's where my story comes in. I'm like a hard flip type of energy. But some people might have a more difficult time stepping into it because you get so used to behaving a certain way and you feel bad being the villain because you feel like it's going to hurt someone's feelings. And this is all just channeling in because I don't actually have experience with this. So I hope this resonates. Um, Spirit's just saying somewhere in the subconscious mind is a shame or guilt programming to have you believe 444 Zelica, have you believe that setting boundaries, standing firm in your expressions, and respecting yourself can be mean, right? And Spirit number one is saying, you do not have to be nice to be kind, right? Period. And this always reminds me of Jesus. I love the story of Jesus. And I personally believe that Jesus was a savage, like straight savage, didn't give any cares about nobody's feelings, right? Home dude was straight. Like he just spoke truth. He was like, this truth, this is my truth, and period. So Spirit is just saying, like, if you're having difficulty with being comfortable in this villain energy, just consider Jesus and his savagery when it came to speaking his truth, right? Jesus didn't care about people's feelings, he didn't care about what people believed. He knew through his own experience what the truth was, right? He was in full alignment with his higher self. And he could just spit straight facts, like straight facts, no copy, straight facts. Okay, no copy, straight facts. And sometimes when we think about the dark side or negative side, dark, negative, whatever, it has the word bad attached to it, right? Like it's a bad thing to operate from your shadow. And that is so far from the truth. We need our shadow just as much as we need the light. When we're operating too much in the light, then we are denying our dark side and repressing or suppressing something, which isn't healthy and helpful. And you can be wounded from the light side, right? It sounds counterproductive, I guess. But a wounded light side would be over giving, over sharing, overdoing, people pleasing, right? And the wounded shadow would be hurting people on purpose or just not caring or lacking respect when it comes to your communication. You can be healthy and balanced. That's the goal here, is to balance our energies and know when to pull from what, or be balanced in each interaction. You can come with respect and still have boundaries and stand firm. And when you express something, your truth, how people react or respond to it isn't your responsibility, because you know that your expression was not from ill intent. It was not intended to hurt anybody. It was intended to set somebody free. Sometimes it might be yourself in that situation, right? Someone wants to push their programming on you, and you say, nope, ain't doing it. And it offends them, right? Because maybe in the past you allowed it, but now you're not. No, no, you're not. You have every right within this experience to express yourself and your truth from your highest awareness for the good of all. You've earned that. You've earned the right. If this message is for you, you have earned the right to be the villain in people's stories. Yeah. Let them. Let them believe that you're the villain. Because God knows. Spirit knows, source knows, consciousness, the universe knows where your heart is. It's in the right place. You're amazing and you're beautiful and you're needed, and you deserve the respect, and you deserve this villain era. You're not the bad guy. You're the good guy. I love you.